5.
A lack of trust and accountability, along with a need for more staff and training. Those are some of the findings and recommendations in a newly released assessment by the law firm investigating the CSU system's Title IX implementation. Thank you for joining us for Action News Live at 5. I'm Graciela Moreno.
And I'm Jessica Harrington. We are live on ABC 30, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. The assessment stems from the resignation of Fresno State's former president of student affairs, Frank Lamas. It's been more than a year since a USA Today investigation found Lamas had been paid to leave the school following accusations of inappropriate conduct, including sexual harassment. That report sparked criticism about how then president of Fresno State, Dr. Joseph Castro, handled those harassment allegations. Castro, who had risen to CSU chancellor, eventually resigned. Today, the assessment provided a critical look at how the CSU system handles complaints under Title IX. The law firm noted issues with trusting senior leadership, accountability, and prevention.
As Chair Fong announced a few moments ago.
In a nearly hour-long presentation, representatives from Cozen O'Connor, the law firm hired to complete the assessment of all 23 CSU campuses and the chancellor's office, detailed their findings. There were 5 core issues. The first found the CSU system just doesn't have enough resources in place to not only investigate Title IX claims, but prevent them from happening in the first place.
Individuals that are overloaded with too much responsibility are focusing on the fires. And as a consequence, all the other things are just dissolving and leading to a lack of trust in the system.
The second finding was significant gaps in prevention and awareness programs, saying across every campus the work was being done when necessary rather than coordinated and intentionally. The third finding found concerns over the response to people reporting a one-time occurrence, possibly based on gender or race, that didn't reach the level of a violation.
And they walked away, felt underserved, had no response, and didn't know where to go or what to do.
Researchers found there was distrust of senior leadership, in part stemming from the widely publicized criticism of then president of Fresno State, Dr. Joseph Castro's handling of harassment allegations. There was also issues with the compliance processes across multiple universities.
We like to say in 100% of the cases that your system or university investigates, at least 50% will walk away feeling unheard, dissatisfied, or unserved by the process. And when they do, they no longer point the finger at one another, but back at the process.
The law firm says all of those issues intertwined and created accountability issues, such as underreporting, a relatively small percentage of cases that are formally investigated, and a protracted disciplinary process. Recommendations were given on each finding, but overall showed the need for more staff, funding, and training on Title IX and discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. It also suggested a standalone center with trained, experienced investigators and hearing officers that would be supervised by the chancellor's office and available to all campuses. The chair of the CSU Board of Trustees said they are committed to moving forward in the right direction.
I know that I speak for my fellow board members, that we are completely unified in our commitment to support the institution of change.
The report today was a broad overlay of the findings. A formal written report will be released next month. That will include findings for each individual campus, including Fresno State.